Hello, fellow nerds. This is John, and I am a Nerdthatknits. And I want to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, and it is instant gratification projects. So, being a knitter, as you know, a lot of our projects are very long term and they can take an extremely long period of time. So, instant gratification projects are like, they're that like, oh, I'm struggling, but I have this on the side. It's your side piece, it's your side chick, it is your instant gratification project. That's what it is. But for my instant gratification project that I love so much, like, I love it.
Are baby clothes.
That's right. Baby sweaters, baby booties, baby blankets, baby stuffies. I love it. Love it. So bear with me as we knit a cardigan for sweet baby James. Now, instant gratification projects are actually really important to knitters. Why? Why? It's because we need that fix. It's kind of like a quick project that gives us the instant gratification is, it's done. Most of our projects are very long term. So, I mean, it takes months sometimes to make a finished project. But instant gratification projects, sometimes they take a day, sometimes they take a couple of hours. So, for me, having ADHD, I really need that instant gratification fix. It really helps me kind of center, like, okay, I have this project that I need to work on, but I need something to kind of satiate that, like, oh, it's done and I can enjoy it, or someone else can enjoy it. So, instant gratification projects for me are really important. The thing that I like to remind people about baby clothes in general, if you are going to be making baby clothes for your friends, is that realize that, and I'm coming from a point of view where I'm a parent, I have two kids of my own. Parents don't read labels, and you're not going to have a label on knitted clothes. And then also, it like they're not going to be like, oh, it's virgin wool, oh, I have to. No. Like, they're either going to wash it or they're not going to wash it. So I would suggest superwash wool if you're going to use wool, maybe a superwash merino, and perhaps even a cotton. A lot of blends work really nicely. You can use acrylic, but you got to be careful with acrylic because it could be too itchy. Some acrylics are super itchy. Some are nice and soft. And then some acrylics just don't stand the test of time. And some wools don't stand the test of time. So you really kind of got to be careful about what kind of yarns you use for baby clothes. Also, it doesn't have to be boring or stifling. I've made a lot of baby clothes over the years, and you can get really, like, there was this one pattern I fell in love with when I first started knitting. It was in the Debbie Stoller book, Stitch and Bitch, if you know, you know. And it was like a baby cardigan, and then it had like those tattoo sparrows, like right here and right here. And I think there was another one where it had like flames coming up. So you can be super fun and modern and punkish and elegant, or nerdy with baby clothes. And it really just depends on the mother or the father, or it depends on you. If you want to give your niece and nephew like some like punked tattooed like cardigan, that is the best part about being a knitter, is you can do it and no one can say anything else. What's great about baby clothes too is that if you're not a super confident knitter, this is where you're going to learn your skill set. Because it's like, if you want to make an intarsia sweater, you don't have to make a huge sweater in order to learn that skill set. But if you still want to make something, for me, a lot of people will be like, oh, just make a swatch. I I don't like the idea of making something and then throwing it away. I mean, what are you going to do with a swatch? You're going to make it into like a cup holder? Like, there's only so many things you can do with a swatch. Like, are you going to like keep them all and knit them into a giant blanket? Like, that's not my thing. I much rather learn a skill set and then apply it to something that I can use. And that is what baby clothes does. It's like, you're learning a skill set and then you're, making it happen. For my project that I made in what I would like to call the series of Baby James, in honor of my best friend that's having a baby. It's called Elevenses by Lisa Chimney. I'm going to slaughter that last name. Sorry, Lisa. It is a pattern on Ravelry. It is a purchase pattern. It is so cute, though. It is like the perfect grandpa sweater, if you know what I'm saying. It's got that collar that comes down, and then right here, and then it's got pockets, and then it's got the little patchwork for the elbow. It's super adorable. I have made a couple of these grandpa sweaters for my kids, for other people's kids. And I like this one. You can make the pocket into a pocket, or you can make it into a mock pocket, which is what I did. But I really like the construction of this sweater. So bear with me as we knit a cardigan for sweet baby James. Oh, look at that cute thing. See, there's the little pockets. Here's like the little elbow protecting pads. And actually, it's not like a patch that you put on top. This is actually, it's just a moss stitch. I believe it is moss stitch or seed stitch. So it just kind of gives it more texture, some more protection. And it's just, look at that collar. Oh, I just decided to just use like gold buttons just to be modern, but I did make them bigger. So that is our cute little instant gratification project of a baby sweater. The one part I really liked about this pattern was actually the buttonholes, and I'm in love with these buttonholes, guys. So they're like a little bit bigger than a normal buttonhole, but really it's a completely different technique that Coco Knits came up with. So if you haven't seen Coco's Knits buttonhole, this is the one to do for life. And this is such a fun little pattern. It really was. It was easy to do. Like I said, it was a purchase pattern, but you know, like, this is definitely a sweater that I'm making for other friends just because this was a delight to knit up. So the yarn that I used for this, I actually had in my stash, but it was Malabrigo Rios. And so if you have some babies in your future, whether they be yours or someone else's, like, this is just the perfect thing to make for someone. And remember, if if you're not interested in it, you're just doing it to learn your skill set. You're learning it to make your craft. So don't always take it from the point of view of like, oh, I have to make this baby sweater for so and so. Think of it as a point of view of like, I get to learn an additional skill set that I never had before. And cool. I mean, you can always make a bunch of baby stuff and have it in a chest somewhere if you don't want to have kids, or if you don't know kids yet. I mean, just because you have a hope chest of baby clothes doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pop out a baby. So that is everything. Please tell me in the comments section below if you like the baby sweater, because it's adorable. And please, as always, like, comment, and subscribe.